Hey everyone! I've been wanting to delve deeper into the Overwatch lore lately, both canon and non-canon. I have a video on Junkrat in the works, but then a friend brought up a good point. In said video, I mentioned Australia's radiation without really explaining how it got that way, and that gave me an idea. Why not make an entire video dedicated to Overwatch's Australian lore? So, this is Overwatch 2. What happened to Australia? During the Omnic Crisis, Australia was nearly destroyed by the battle, just as much of the world was. In an attempt to establish and maintain peace, Australia's government allowed the destroyed Omnium and surrounding area to be gifted to the Omnics, the same ones that had destroyed their country and had, of course, since gained sentience. In case you're unfamiliar, an Omnium is a factory that mass-produced Omnics before and during the war. Being entirely self-powered, it did not need humans to run. This decision displaced many of the Australian people living within the outback, the survivors from the crisis who preferred to be left alone and allowed to do their own thing. Of course, the people were not happy with this, and many turned to violent rebellion. The Australian Liberation Front was formed, a group whose goal was to take back their land from the robot population, using any means available. Junkertown's former king, Mason Howell, Odessa Stone's father, and Roadhog, or Mako Rutledge, are some of the known members. Eventually, the rebels escalated the situation farther, resulting in an attack on the Omnium's fusion core, creating an explosion that destroyed the surrounding area, loading it chock full of radiation and scattering scrap metal for miles. The ALF disbanded soon after this event, but the rhetoric has not been lost. Australia's population is still very anti-Omnic. The outback became nigh unlivable for most of the population. Those that did survive scavenged from what little remained of the Omnium. They called themselves Junkers, a name we all know today. These Junkers form a lawless, merciless society, Junkertown. Everywhere else was considered a wasteland. Junkertown is confirmed to have existed for a minimum of 23 years, 13 years beneath Mason Howell, and 10 beneath Odessa Stone, or Junker Queen. Beginning with Mason Howell, let's discuss Junkertown's specific history. It's a dirty, cutthroat society located in the outback, located in the ruins of the destroyed Omnium. Howell quickly took control of Junkertown and wasted no time in banishing Stone to the wasteland, and by extension, the soon-to-be queen and the rest of their family. He ruled for 13 years and won countless reckonings, until a wastelander showed up in his arena. Presumably paid or threatened, the other two competitors, Mary and Geiger, tried to double-team her. The fight did not go as planned, and Odessa Stone ended up taking the dub, becoming the legendary Junker Queen we all know and love. I'd also like to point out that in this scene, Junker Queen says,
"I'll give you the same mercy you showed my family 13 years ago. Get out of my city."
And yet, when she throws him out, he's given a water bottle, which presumably was more than he'd given her all those years ago. An interesting detail. Anyways, beneath Junker Queen, Junkertown seems to be better off, at least from what we can see. Her rules are no Omnics, pay your share, finders keepers, settle your own scores, troublemakers will be exiled. New Junk City is basically just an expansion of Junkertown, also located within a destroyed Omnium, made to showcase the bustling city that has been made by the Junkers. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have a fear of doing lore videos because I'm afraid of getting them wrong, but practice makes perfect, so I just took what I could and compiled it into a video. I'm adding this at 2 a.m. because I forgot. You guys should like and subscribe because that's cool, and I want to be a YouTuber like the cool kids.